Oh, it's really nice to get on the bike after a long week of not being able to do much. This is right here. This is one of my favorite parts of this road. Just being lost in these super tall trees. Oh, yeah. I always avoid it because I think I'm traumatized. Look how tight that is. You know what? I'm gonna try it next time. It doesn't look as bad as oh gosh, but I'm scared. I'm scared. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are at Pinehurst Road, Redwood Road. Oh, I got distracted. That was a very jerky throttle there. This is kind of my home track, if you will. It's the closest one to my house. It's probably the road that I spend the most time on. And we're just kind of putting around. We have been getting just absolutely hammered by rain recently. And I'm actually surprised at how clean this road is at the moment. I hope you guys are all doing well. Thanks for sticking with me through this process of me trying to figure out good camera settings and microphone settings and things like that. I hope things have been looking good. Let me know if they're not, or if you feel like they're too jerky or too blurry, something like that. What I'm trying to do is kind of get some more natural motion blur, you know, because when the video is too crisp, it looks a little, it's not that it looks weird, it doesn't convey how I feel on the bike. Now, I love this part of the road. This is, oh gosh, is this Pinehurst or Redwood? I can't remember, but I love this portion of the road because they actually had a landslide behind me further down, and it's actually closed, which makes it so that there are just not a whole lot of cars coming through here, which is awesome for some good riding. I really enjoy being on a road that I'm used to, that I've done many times before. I feel like I always try to push myself to go to new roads, right? And I also don't want to show you guys the same roads over and over again. So I try to change it up quite a bit, but it doesn't really allow me to get comfortable and push myself because I'm always trying to take things cautiously on the first few times that I'm on the road, right? So it's really nice to be on this road where I don't have to think too hard. Or I'm sorry, I don't have to think so hard on what's coming next, and I can focus on my technique on each corner. You know, especially trail braking, leaning, looking in the right direction, things like that. And also, of course, I can go a little bit faster, right? Which makes it a little bit more fun. It's weird, I don't really see the trees moving at all, but whenever I get into a little gap like this, it's windy. It is quite windy today. Oh, little debris, or gravel I should say. I don't know, is that gravel or like sand? Oh, it's really nice to get on the bike after a long week of not being able to do much. This is just amazing recharge. Feels good. This is right here. This is one of my favorite parts of this road. Just being lost in these super tall trees. Oh, yeah. Love that sound. It is pretty darn chilly in here. amongst the trees. I am very glad. I don't know if you guys can tell, I'm really puffed up. I've got a fleece jacket and I'm wearing sweatpants underneath my riding pants as well. It's actually not, it's not uncomfortable, it's just, you know, puffy. I feel puffy. I know Star Wars is really played out these days, but I grew up watching the original trilogy, and my favorite character in Star Wars is the Scout Trooper and their speeder bikes. I don't know if that's what got me into motorcycles. I think that's my uncle's fault. Sorry, Uncle Danny, if you're watching this. Love you. I always feel like I'm in Star Wars when I'm going through trees like that. My Uncle Danny, though, he is a badass. He was riding some crazy sports bikes. I always try to like talk him into riding my bike, like whenever I ride it to his house, like, just get on, just get, you know, just try it. He's like, my riding days are over. I'll get you one of these days. Maybe a cruiser will do him some good. Alright, we're gonna get into some tighter turns here that I used to be. Let me finish this before I talk. I used to be so nervous getting into this portion of the road. It was just because I wasn't very good at those slow speed turns. There is one after this road, I'll show you guys, that has me a little traumatized because I couldn't make the turn my first time out here, and I was way into the other lane, and I got so lucky. No one was there to run into me. But yeah, I mean, it makes sense. I've had this bike, you know, getting close to a year. We'll have to do a review on that. But, I'm sorry, a video on that. But I am more comfortable than ever on the T7. And it feels really good. You know, I think I know myself as a rider a lot more as well. Let me rephrase that. I know myself as a rider on the T7 specifically. You know, I know what I can and can't do easily, and I have learned little tips and tricks, like, you know, getting off the bike to reverse out, or oh shoot, this is a wide truck. This is a really tight turn. Hopefully there's no cars here. I'm gonna go wide because it is so dirty. That would have been pretty scary, running into that truck on that turn specifically. Man, luckily you can kind of see up. You can see through the turn a little bit before you commit. You know what I noticed when I'm making these videos and I'm going through it to edit, is that I cannot talk. I mispronounce things. I say completely different words. And it is just a disaster. Yeah, I definitely need to work on my downhill turning. Downhill braking and turning. Alright, so this turn right here, going up, I always avoid it because I think I'm traumatized. Look how tight that is. You know what? I'm gonna try it next time. It doesn't look as bad as, I don't know, I think I'm just traumatized. It was my first time up here on the T7. I was not very good at anything, and I went so wide. And I like I said earlier, lucky that there was no car there. But I don't know, looking back at it right now, it doesn't look that bad. Oh gosh, but I'm scared. I'm scared. Alright, making our way down the hill. We're gonna go ahead and call this a video. I appreciate each and every one of you, as always. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for all your kind words, your comments, your views, your subscriptions, all of that. It is awesome. It feels awesome. Thank you so much. Anyway, ride safe for those of you who ride. Drive safe for those of you who drive. You guys are amazing. Be well, and I'll talk to you next time. Peace out.